People are always wondering what characters are capable of winning a major or even super majors. Back in the day, Dr. Mario's chances of winning a major tournament were a bit high compared to what they were today, and first of all, this is the obligatory, how the hell did Mario land before Captain Falcon on a Melee tier list? I don't really know, but it was the early 2000s, so we forget about it. And then we look and see that Dr. Mario wasn't that far behind, being 10 out of 26 on Melee's very first tier list in the early 2000s. It was a completely different meta back in the day. You could say that it was a less educated time for sure. The reason why Dr. Mario was lower than the three Mario brothers at the time was because people thought he was just overall too slow and his worst recovery compared to Mario would hold him back. However, as the years went by, Dr. Mario was shown to have an overall more consistent combos compared to Mario, and Dr. Mario is going to be hitting harder compared to Luigi and Mario. So he overall has utility in some matchups as he can KO a lot quicker. Unlike the other Mario brothers, Dr. Mario doesn't have a dramatic fall from grace, but he's still a roughly considered mid-tier character to this day. And I previously made a video about if Samus can win a major, and if we look on the most recent tier list, who is lower than Samus? Dr. Mario is. What gave Doc a slight edge in the meta, and what kept him from being a low tier was his grab game. This is when Shroomed was more specifically shown playing the character a lot and showed a lot of promise that Dr. Mario could even go to maybe even top 8s. Overall showing a lot of confirms that Doc can do and more bread and butter combos to the character, showing how even his down throw and up throw are great combo tools, and his fair is a great tool at confirming out of these grabs. If you played PM Mario at any time, you'll notice that these combo flows can be very similar. His projectile is an amazing tool. It does more damage than Mario's Fireball, and it has a larger hitbox. While it is slower than Mario's Fireball, the angle it hits on gives it a great amount of utility and combo potential. While Dr. Mario has better airspeed, which gives him better aerial approaches that are superior to regular Mario, Doc, however, has low traction, which gives him actually a decent wave dash. Combine that with his low short hop, unlike Luigi who has a very high short hop, that means Dr. Mario can shuffle pretty well. His finishers are probably the best part of the kit, most notably his forward air, otherwise known as the fist. Okay, wait, who called it the fist? What are we doing here? His gnar deals more damage and knockback the longer that you hold the move out, making it a great tool at beating recoveries. Back air is a great tool for spacing, edge guarding as well due to its high knockback and low end lag. If you wave land and also use bear really close to the ground, you can utilize Doc's good wave land traction as a mix-up option. His tilts are rather strong. They send opponents at a rather unique angle. Down tilt can be used to take opponents off stage if used correctly. It's not really a consistent combo tool at times because again it's kind of a weird angle, but you can kind of use that weird angle to take advantage of characters. His smash attacks are really strong tools. Forward smash has no sour spots and can KO opponents rather early. Up smash is an underrated combo tool that he has, and it's faster compared to Mario's. His special moves are overall in line with Mario, obviously, because he's a clone of him, which means you get the cape side B, which is great at gimping and beating recovery options. Dr. Mario can't even wall jump, and his recovery options are weaker compared to Mario. So while Doc can KO rather quickly, he can be bullied off stage when he's put in a bad situation. And despite his good grab confirms, his actual grab range is not good at all. It's actually pretty lackluster. It's one of the weak points of the character. His limbs are rather stubby and lack range, in tune with being a Mario clone. And this is just in line with the rest of his moveset. His attacks are really strong, but he's a little bit on the slower side with no disjoint, which overall puts him in a bad position when opponents can read his approach options and punish a bad neutral exchange. And I've said this before in any other video about the Mario brothers, but they're actually outclassed heavily by a lot of the higher tier characters, and most notably being Sheik. Sheik has a projectile exactly like the Mario brothers do. Sheik is also a very grab-centric character. They both have strong fairs and a great aerial game, but the difference is Sheik is just straight up doing things better and doesn't have these same range issues and bad disjoint that the Mario brothers generally have. Even though Sheik hasn't won a super major to this day, Sheik is definitely the character that people go to the most when they say this character has the most potential of doing that. The fact that Sheik is pretty much outshining Dr. Mario to the point where even Shroomed himself, who was one of the best stock mains in the 2010 2010s, and guess what character he switched to? Sheik. Despite the issues with the character, here are some of the underrated techniques and strategies that could help out Doc's viability. For the record, I'm not a Doc main myself, so I've just generally researched this side of things, so if you have any underrated tech, be sure to comment below. He has a very underrated tech for his up special specifically. While hitting up special against the opponent, during the first hit, immediately hit backwards on the control stick within the first frame, voila, the up B cancel. You gotta be pretty close to even try to hit somebody with Doc's up B just to begin with, so it's hard to do. However, you can perform this technique near the ledge as a counterattack out of shield and even as a combo tool. It is rewarding when you hit with this move, but it's overall really hard to do. Some people believe this tool has the possibility to boost Doc in the meta, other people think he's doomed to being a second-hand Sheik. It just depends on how optimistically you look at the mid-tier characters in Melee. There's some smaller Dr. Mario techniques that can be used at the ledge to help aid with edge guarding. These techniques are probably the equivalent to Doc's Shino stall, however they are much harder to perform. Lemon drop, where if you hit the 2-frame window while dash attacking near the ledge and turning to grab ledge, will allow Doc to cover the ledge rather quickly. There's also the cape get up attack glitch. If you cape certain characters' get up attacks from the ledge, you can cause a pretty funny glitch. Hitting side B while they're intangible will cause this really weird glitch where the opponents will fly to the opposite part of the stage. It's pretty strange, but what isn't in Melee? Again, I don't know how practical it truly is, as it doesn't work on every character and it's also pretty hard to do. Overall though, Dr. Mario has the potential to go up in the meta. I personally don't know if he can win a major tournament right now. There's a smaller player base of people who play the character. Dr. Mario also has strong advanced techniques that are extremely hard to perform, and extreme is honestly an understatement, which is why a lot of top players commonly switch to high tier characters. I do think it's possible with a higher player base he can solidify a higher place in the meta, but more people are going to need to pick up the character in order for that to happen. Alright you guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and there's a Patreon down below if you guys want to support the channel in any way. Shout outs to my patrons. Alright you guys, peace.